G'day mate and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included with me, Jetty here. In our last episode, we overclocked the vent, which should hopefully solve our water problems for a very long time. We also sent a dupe through the teleporter and, well, we're going to be setting another dupe, hopefully in about 2 cycles when it's ready again. We also upgraded space just a little bit, you know, tried to put in some new bugger doors that hopefully protect, well, everything. Also, we went and rearranged our smart plug, our space plug, whatever you want to call it. And hopefully we can convert all that water into steam eventually. Today's episode, I want to, well, do a couple of things in space. I also need to upgrade our rad bolts. Yeah, so we can actually store some of those up because now we have the technology to do so. At the same time, we have our dupes off on the other asteroid, working hard. So we need to make sure that they keep working. But before we do any of that, of course, we need to find out what the 4D printer has to offer. And the answer is, of course, absolutely nothing. All right, where do we start? We're going to be starting with a couple of things. First off, I'm trying to improve the dupe pathfinding. And we're doing that by, well, deconstructing things as fast as I possibly can and letting the dupes, well, have less pathfinding options. The less pathfinding options they have, the better. Now, one thing I can do is we have a bunch of dupes on the sleeper cells, the sleeper cell schedule, both sleeper 1 and sleeper 2, which actually you don't get bath time. You just get downtime and bedtime. Yeah. So we have a sleeper cell 1 and sleeper cell 2, and all they do is sleep. But they don't need to leave the base. So I want to update them so they can no longer leave. And I've already got a door in with the permissions. So we have this door here, which I'm going to copy the settings and paste it here. And if we look at this, we have Sky Hunter, partner, Silent Wolf and Phil, along with Tristan, Will Wolf, and, come on, there's one more. 2 more. Yarrow, and where's our 8th? Our 8th. Super Tux. So now none of those dupes can exit that door. So if I click on this dupe, being Silent Wolf, and check their permissions or their navigation, they can't walk through that door anymore. They can walk outside somewhere else, and then, well, they can't walk back. They can't walk back in. They can walk back in, but they can't leave. So I need to find every exit and make sure that they're blocked. So we're going to copy those door settings to here because I have another exit door here. I also happen to have a hole up here they can get through. So we need to remedy that, which means I need to rearrange just a few things. There to there to there. Yes. Once the dupes have done that, I can put in a couple of doors here, which should stop the dupes getting out. Whilst we're here, I also need to start filling up this cooling loop because, well, I need to get the cooling loop for the solar panels up and running because, as we can see, we've had another meteorite strike and bad things did happen. There's a lot of hot regolith currently sitting on the glass, which is causing all the solar panels to have a small issue, just a tiny issue. All right, whilst we're doing that, we can go and check on Radola, and we're still digging. We're still digging ever so slowly. They need to come down here and find out what's down here, and then we'll find somewhere else we can send them. I do need to prep to send them a new friend, and I've looked through our long list of dupes. Skills? No, I want priorities. Long list of dupes and sort by name. We have, actually sort by building skills. We have, well, Akira with a construction of 16, BTG with 11, Evil Gore 11, Niles with 13, Gunboat, but I have chosen Caretaker. The main reason being Caretaker's skills under construction, they have a construction level of 16, but 10 of that is from natural skill. So we're going to be sending Caretaker across to a lovely new planet where, well, hopefully we remember to feed them and give them a bed and put them in charge of construction. Yeah, so we're going to send Caretaker off to the great memory wiper, and eventually we can ship them out as soon as the teleporter's ready. Okay, I need to remove that, I need to remove that, I need to remove that, I need to remove that. I need to disconnect that, and plug that in there instead. All right, that should remove all of that, so I can put in a couple of doors, and then I should be fine. There's one more catch. It's this. Obviously, the dupes can get out via the transport tube network. So I also need to put this behind a door, which means, unfortunately, it needs to move over one tile so I can put an access door in front of it. Yay! Okay, where were we? You. Can I get a door, please? Pneumatic door there and there. And then as soon as they're built, we can copy the permissions to them. And that should at least stop the dupes leaving this way. It's not going to stop all their exits, but, you know, it's one more exit stopped. Cool. Can I build in transit tube access point? Thank you. Right there. Deconstruct. Probably should have done that at the same time. Nope, we want to keep that. And doors. Doors, doors, doors. One door. Two door. Okay, if I plug that into there, that should be ready to go. You're being made out of iron. Can I make you, please, out of gold instead? Just because, you know, decor bonuses and all. Cool. All right, so we just need that to go in, and then we should be good here. Just to hopefully limit all their exits. Other things I want to do is space. Space. I want to build in some storage. Yes. Storage. I want to build in some gas storage. Because obviously we have CO2 coming up here, and we need that for our rocket. Okay, let's not make it out of steel. Let's make it out of copper. Gold amalgam, just on the off chance. Thank you. And there, and there, and there. Which means that floor needs to get built in. I need an input into an input into an input with an output into an output into an output. Bridge. And actually that goes straight into there, and disconnect that because we'll end up venting whatever's left in the future. Okay, what I want to do is I want to put another bridge there as well. I want to be able to save up my gases, certain gases, most of the gases. Also need a ladder in there, please, dupes. All right, I want to be able to save up a certain amount of CO2. The rest of all the other gases that are in this lovely gas pipeline, I want to potentially vent, mainly the chlorine. So at the moment, we're filtering the chlorine here and the natural gas and any oxygen, should I ever find any oxygen. But everything else, and all the CO2 goes up to here. I need to be able to vent everything because we have a small gas problem across the map. I'm flooding the area with oxygen as fast as I can, but it's obviously not fast enough. So, I need to do a couple of fixes. One is going to be CO2 storage. The other one is going to be my puffs. We're going to feed into them gas filter. Any chlorine I have, because the kitchen doesn't really need any more chlorine at this stage. I'm going to put you here, which means that goes into there, and that goes to there with a high pressure gas vent to there, which then needs a ladder, 1, 2, 3, 4, to there with a power wire from there to there. All right, on top of that, my puff farm needs a quick fixaroo. And we're going to do that by setting you to auto wrangle and 1. 1, yep, and copy settings to your friend. Because I have puffs. Now, the puffs don't really drink in chlorine. So I need them to go away. Yep, that's the solution. As for my squeaky puffs, as we can see in this pen, have a chance to lay a squeaky puff egg at 93%, whereas a pufflet prince egg of 0%, because they're penned with a puff prince. Whereas in the other pen, we have a 41% chance. So I need to make sure that I put a puff prince from here into here. So we're going to set you to auto wrangle, puff prince, 1 of, auto wrangle, puff prince, 1 of, and hopefully convince a dupe to take a puff prince from here and put it to here. That's my grand plan. Yeah, it's a grand plan. It's a hopeful plan. It's a grand plan. It's my plan. All right, so we need the dupes to get that one done as well. On my other list of things to do, because I have idle dupes again, is deconstruct that. Also, can I get you guys to come in here and sweep this, please? Also deconstruct that bit, and 3 tiles there. I want to move my transit tube down to here because I also want 2 mesh tiles. Put in, yeah. What are we making this out of? Gold amalgam. Copper. Put in some mesh tiles here as well. Alright. Hopefully... Okay, building entombment. Yes. Somebody, not mentioning any names, might have built a robo miner out of, well, lead. And it might have finally got to 55 degrees up here. And it might have finally overheated. Yeah, I need to fix that. Alright, meanwhile, hopefully we're sweeping down the regolith. That tank is half full. The space tubes are still putting in pipes slowly. Invalid construction location, gas reservoir. Okay, we'll build the floors in, you idiots. And caretaker's still being mind melded. And I need to copy door permissions. Copy to that door. Set you to open. Copy to that door as well. Set to open. This door we're going to permanently lock. And we're going to copy that to there as well. And then if I check a sleeper cell dupe, show navigation, they can now no longer get outside. Cool. It's cut down on my pathfinding. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. At least, you know, 8%. 8% of my pathfinding has been cut down because, well, those dupes can't get out. And you guys are idle. Okay, if we're now idle on this planet, what was this? It was an iron volcano. Okay, nice. All right. I need to start prepping for some more food for the dupes on this planet. So we're going to stealthily dig across here because there's swamp chard over here, which is a whole bunch of food. On top of that, I want to put in a sludge press. Sludge press will let us turn polluted mud into polluted dirt and extract out the water, which is what I want to do. I want to grab the water out of our polluted mud. I also want probably there. Sure. There. I want a fluid storage as well. Can I get a liquid pipe out of you and into you? Okay, after you guys have a nap, of course. Alright, back to here. I already know that the dupes are... Wow. I've given you too many other tasks to do. You're not deconstructing things. Wow. Can I get you to deconstruct that, and deconstruct that, and deconstruct that? Alright, I want to put a transit tube access over here. Because this is going to be supply teleporter output. Obviously, we're going to be using that potentially forever. So, I want to rearrange some power connections, to make sure we can access that, which means I need to, again, deconstruct a few things. We have this little transformer over here that is running, well, next to nothing. So we're going to move you lot onto heavy watt wire. B, like so. We're going to disconnect that. We're then going to remove all of that up to here. Also, all of this, because I want to move my little baby transformer from there to there. Yeah, and then we're going to run the power wire over the top and over to here, where I'm going to end up putting in a transport dock. In fact, actually, we can just remove the whole lot. Wire. I need to run there to there to there with a bridge over the top. And you're going to be in charge of just running just that now. I can also remove that. I can remove that. And eventually we can put in the transit tube access. In the meantime, I can run the tube, which would pop out there. Cool. All right, Dupes have got things to do. Back to caretaker. Caretaker we'll put into a thingy in a minute. What else do I have to tick off my list? Chlorine puffs. That seems important. Can I get unbreathable gas? Can I get chlorine? That is accessible. I just need somebody to come build it. And okay, where is the puff prince gone? Puff prince. Okay, so we're going to turn off auto wrangle now. We're going to copy the settings to there, which means you guys should stop auto wrangling things. And the puff prince is flying. Yes. So we're now going to set you back to 6 and copy those settings to there as well. Okay, so you should now have a puff prince. You do. You have a puff prince. Everything should be fine. All right, next on my list of things is eggs. Go away. I want to remove that egg, cancel that one, and cancel that one. I want to do a puff prince in that incubator and that incubator, and squeaky puffs in that one, and that one. Hopefully, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squeakies and 2 puff princes. Hopefully that keeps the ratios nice and happy. Also means you and you are going to go away. What did you just do with that puffed? You captured it to then release it so then we can kill it. Sure. 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 And you should have just puff princes and squeaky puffs. And same goes for you. Nope, I don't want you to have puffs. Just the squeaky and the prince puffs. Okay. Hopefully, hopefully, auto wrangle off, auto wrangle off, auto wrangle off, auto wrangle off, auto wrangle off. Hopefully that's now fixed. I actually don't know for sure. But hopefully, okay. And once you get power, hello? Once you get power, hopefully you'll run. You're going to dump chlorine in that room. Okay. Back to you. I can now put in my transit tube access right here. Also means that we can grab the deconstruction tool and remove that and sweep that. Excellent. And my power connection needs to go through there. And you should now work momentarily. Yes. And we should also have that in and done. All right. What's in the 4D printer? We have... I'm going to take lava eggs, actually. Sure. Sure. No idea how they're going to get down there, but that seems like a problem for later. All right. Next thing I wanted to look at was... I want to look at putting caretaker in... Nope. 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 0.3 of a cycle. Okay. I want to put caretaker in there eventually. All right. Next thing I want to do is... I want to update this, okay? We now have access to rad bolt storage, which means that's exactly what I want to build. Under radiation, we have the rad bolt chamber, which only costs 120 watts and holds 1,000 rad bolts. So we're going to dump you right there. You're going to need a floor, and you're going to need power. On top of that, when you fire rad bolts back out, they come out the top. Now, that means I need to redirect those back into, well, my material science machine. So we're going to have it go up, right, and then up at a 45 degrees. Also, the further a rad bolt travels, the more it diminishes in power. So rather than this firing up and then down at a 45, I'm going to fire it across now and then in at a 45. It's just slightly less distance, which gives me slightly more rad bolts. And as well, research, we're currently waiting on Boss Jones to get back with some orbital data science. All my rad bolts are just going to storage. That's all we're doing with them. So we should probably put in some sort of storage. Because once these are full, well, we'd fire them off into a, well, Oblivion or a Dupe's Face, whichever came first. Okay, can I deconstruct that row, please? Also, can I deconstruct that row? All right. Oh, and can we rip up 2 tiles there, 2 tiles there? Sure. One bit at a time. All right. You are now full. Excellent. Can I fix this? Because yes, you guys are right. I built it wrong. I got my inputs and my outputs around the wrong way. But the good news is, with the snippy tools, it's a quick fix. So, with you now fixed, and the other end not built, 7. Can I get that part done, please? Yeah. I also sort of need you guys to sweep up, because that is very hot regolith sitting on my glass, which is then causing all my solar panels to overheat. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, just 0, right across the top. Don't bother repairing them. Just leave them as is. Get the pipes in, get the bunker doors done. Idle 2. Oh, you guys are finished. Okay. I want you to do polluted mud to polluted dirt and polluted water. Okay. On top of that, I want to start planting some food over here. Because we're sort of going to need food. It is 15,000 calories, which for 2 dupes is what? 7 cycles? Yeah. But for 3 dupes, it's 5 cycles. So we're going to start converting our polluted mud into polluted water in the sludge press, which can go in a storage tank, and then we can run into some hydroponic tiles to then make bog buckets, because, well, bog buckets sound very, very tasty. Very, very, very deliciously tasty. Yes. All right, back to here whilst we wait. All right, is that... No, hang on. Are the puffs in? Okay. You're now in. Double check ventilation. Remember to disconnect that from the main line. And you should now filter out any chlorine. Okay, so chlorine's now going to go in here. Great, step number 1. Step number 2 is the rest of my pipe of all these gases. Obviously, I'm backed up with natural gas, which means things can't flow. So I want to have a gas reservoir right here. And we're going to run that into there and that into there. And then I'm going to simply just disconnect that. Which means eventually this will fill up with natural gas. And hopefully I can clear all the carbon dioxide that's in this main line out of the way. Also means that that pipe can go away. As can that pipe, because we're just going to go straight through there. Also means that my 3 little gas pumps down here, we're going to give them an override. We're going to give them a simple on-off switch. On-off switch, yep. Because the sensors are nice, and that works fine for me. But I just want to turn them on outright now, and just leave them running for a little bit to just clear out the mix of gases. If I can get rid of all this, we can hopefully oxygenate this area. Which means maybe the dupes will have a slightly better time when dealing with, well, making rad bolts. Can I get that to go that way? Can I get that to go that way? That way. And can I get that to go that way? Okay. Yay! Pop. All right. So, you have 82 rad bolts. You have 0 rad bolts. And then we will fire the extra rad bolts, which will end up in, if I bring up this so we get a grid, in... Really? I'm off by a tile? Oh my gosh. Deconstruct. Deconstruct. Sure, we'll just rebuild it 1 tile to the right. It's fine. I don't mind. Alright, once I rebuild that 1 tile to the right, we can then store up our rad bolts. Yes, then we can look at doing some automation. Meanwhile, we can send off the board dupes to go remove those ladders. Also, background tiles. Can I get all of that removed? The desk, we can also remove. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Back down to my rad bolt machine. Can I get a rad bolt chamber in the correct tile this time? Yay! Remove the one power wire. Yeah, okay. Yep, this is why I want to get rid of this weird gas. If I get rid of this weird gas, hopefully we get less itchy eyes and grumpy dupes with them having to work in this environment. All right, is the teleporter ready? Teleporter is ready. Can I load a Mr. Caretaker, who is hatless, into the machine and launch them off to the new planet? Can I dig up that, please? And can I get a sweep and a mop? Sure. All right. You done? Almost. All right. Other thing this happens to have on it is some automation. So I have the materials generating machine, okay? Sends a green signal when the rad bolt storage is full. So we can actually add some automation. So I want to attach to that. This one I also want to attach to. As for our rad bolt storage machine, it's only going to launch rad bolts out when it gets a green signal. So if you're going to send a green signal when full, I don't want to send a green signal in here to fire them back out. I want to send a red signal. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a NOT gate in the middle, which means when one of these two is not full, we can launch the rad bolts back out, which need to go to the right, then go into here, then go into here, here, and then fly off into, well, a dupe's face. Because we care about dupe safety here, yep, I said it, I don't believe it, but I said it, I'm going to put another red bolt reflector here to catch the red bolts. The difference is I'm going to fire the rad bolts all the way back to this reflector, to then fire back up to that reflector, to then fire down, until basically they diminish, or until they hit a dupe in the face, because it's going to be an either-or situation. Meanwhile, Caretaker, bye. Good news is nobody's around to breathe in your fumes. No, Matt was here. He wanted to get a sniff of Caretaker. Okay, welcome, Caretaker. You're not here yet? Give it a second. Now you're arriving. Excellent. All right, Caretaker's going to want some basic amenities, like a bed and somewhere to eat. And I probably should put a ladder in right here. Okay, we need to look at Caretaker's priorities. So, Caretaker. I want Caretaker to do lots of building, a little bit of digging. Also, I'm about to give him storage skills. So we're going to give him one for supplying and one for tidying, which is storage, empty storage, mop, disinfect, repair, clean out house, empty sauna, sweep. Nah, we'll leave that. But definitely supplying and also definitely storing. Because skills-wise, if we look at Mr. Caretaker, he has that natural skill of +10 to construction. So we're going to give him improved carrying +1. We're also going to give him hard digging, so he can dig through very firm material. I don't think I'm going to need him to dig through abyssite. We're okay with just no gravity being able to do that, but we're going to at least give him improved carrying so he can carry around a bit more material. 400 kilograms is a lot, which hopefully means... Oh, he got a hat. Hopefully means that we can get these bog buckets planted, which need 40 kilograms worth of polluted water per cycle, which I'm pretty sure our sludge press will be able to provide. I'm pretty sure. What do you take? You take in polluted dirt, and you are making polluted dirt. Yeah. Okay, so we just need these dupes to get this done, preferably also maybe, just maybe, a bed for Caretaker before nap time. All right, back to our home world. I can see idle dupes, so we are going to deconstruct buildings. Can I remove those ladders? Can I also remove that tile? Yes. Can I also remove 3 tiles off the top of that? No, 4 tiles off the top of that. Yes, 4 tiles off the top of that. And that's it. Okay. And what else I want to do? Chlorine tank, red bowl storage, tube access. Oh, I want to look at space again. You guys done by any chance? You might be done. You're done! Yay! Alright, so we have a cooling loop in, which is filling up. Awesome. Which more importantly means that this area is turning steam. Cool. now I have steam in here. I need to utilize my chimney. So if we go over the gas overlay, we can see this is full of mostly steam, but we do have some oxygen along with some polluted oxygen and some natural gas hanging up here that are all going to hopefully end up in my chimney. So what I want to do is I want to wait for, well, all the water to steamify, which should increase the pressure, which should force those liquids into my chimney, where I'm going to put in a door. And we're going to be able to open the door to let some of those other gases out. And then, well, seal the door back up, hopefully very, very quickly before other weird gases get out. Okay, door goes in there, so those two have to get removed. I'm going to remove that, and I'm going to remove that, because I need to also remove those two ladders, which then means the dupes would have to climb up the ladder and then shimmy across the pole, up a tile, and then onto the next ladder. We don't want that. So we're just going to extend this up one more tile. Idle again. Okay, that can go away. That can go away. Alright. Dupes, you guys need to have a task. Can I give you the task of building a ladder in here? Now, my ladders that I've used for construction are 7 tiles apart, which means I can... Oh, hang on. You're 6 tiles apart. Bad example. You're 5 tiles apart. Even worse example. 7 tiles apart. That's what I want. Which means if I put a ladder right in the middle, it's 3 tiles between this ladder and that ladder. Also between this ladder and this ladder. Because it's 3 tiles, dupes can reach 3 tiles, which means they can deconstruct the ladders above them. Which is, nope, exactly what I want. I want them to be able to stand on the ladder and remove the rungs above, which means when it comes to these mass deconstructions and removing everything, they generally get it done pretty quickly. So we can put in these ladders and then remove the top line, then the next line, then the next line, again, to cut down on that pathfinding. Meanwhile, can we sweep? Actually, we won't sweep that because you're going to use that for construction materials. But I will sweep that, and I'll sweep that, and I'll have them remove the next 2 here. And they can also remove that whole run and that run, and they can open that up to the atmosphere. And we can remove 4 tiles here. Yeah. Okay. Are you done? You are mostly done. Okay, so I can put my ladder in there, and I can put in my door in here. Nope, we need the power lines done. Okay. It's slowly converting to steam. More importantly... Oh. You are set to 2 degrees. Okay. More importantly, hopefully we're going to start cooling down this water. It is 60 odd degrees, which is probably less than ideal. And I do know that materials, gas overlay, we don't have a lot of gas pressure here, which means I'm not going to have a lot of conduction of heat into my solar panels. But I'm hoping a little bit is a good start. And I do realize that we can go in and we can put in the new vacuum... Conductive plate? What's it called? Plumbing. It's called the conduction panel, which in theory lets me transfer heat inside a vacuum. And we could go put in a bunch of these, which we might end up doing. We also, if we ever get the bunker doors done, might not have to do. Alright. To confirm. Okay, so you have got rid of most of that natural gas. That tank is pretty full. Chlorine is fine. Chlorine is getting dumped in here. We're increasing the chlorine pressure. They're all fine. I want that egg to go away, but I doubt that's going to happen. Everybody likes attacking. Everybody likes attacking. And nobody's shown up. Okay, rotten surf and turf. Okay. Overheated solar panels, flooding to... Oh. Well, it might be too cold in here. Temperature, what are we dumping in here? 50 degrees. Yeah, we might just switch you off a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit. They're going fine. No, they're not going fine because I forgot to fix that. I need to deconstruct that. We need to priorities, construction, I need to do that. Not because I want it done super high priority, but I want an alert to know the second it's done, so we can, well, shut the door. Yeah. I don't think I can deal with the redness on for that long. Okay, we need that done first. Alright, we're gonna use this early warning system. As soon as the alert goes away, we know it's done. Alright, dupes are doing that, dupes are doing that. Alright, back into here. I need you to face that direction as well. So any rad bolts that we can't use, we're gonna end up firing down here, and you're now full and you're now full. Now, radiation creation. I have a couple of options. We have the manual rad bolt generator, which refines radioactive ores to generate radiation. There's also the radiation lamp. Emits radiation when powered that can be collected by a radiation generator. Or rad bolt generator, because... Oh, no, rad bolt generator, yep. I want to swap over to these. Okay, I'm not sure how well they're going to work, but it seems like a pretty good thing to me. Also, we don't have that much uranium. We have a lot still in the ground, but I don't have a lot outright pre-dug up. Can we open the door? Alright, so as soon as the door opens, because that's set to emergency permissions, hopefully... Oh, crap. Hopefully dupes come over here and start getting stuff done. Can I disconnect that, and disconnect that? Yeah. Also, don't want the steam turbines to run, because as long as there's the high pressure steam in here, in theory, out you go, no nasty gases can get in. Because it's higher pressure in here than it is out, so it should... How did you appear in the middle of the room? We're all watching. Teleporting gas. Teleporting gas. Okay. Okay. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna rip those out. We're gonna put in radiation. We're gonna put in a radiation lamp. Okay, it needs to be built up against something. We've found something. Metal tile out of lead. On the off chance, actually, we'll build one. We'll build one. We need to build one. We need to know how it works. Radiation lamp. Rotate right there. You need a power, which we will plug into there. Okay. The fact that you no longer have alert, which means that all should be done. Sweet. Priority now. All of that. And gases. Yeah, another bit of polluted oxygen managed to get in there. Alright, you are now done. We're going to shut the door and seal that. Okay, now we should be able to plug you back into there, you back into there, you back into there, and you back into there, and you back into there. And now that we have a cooling loop, we should start cooling the turbines, and things should go back to normal. Excellent. This planet. Hey, okay, we want to plant all of those. Okay, with all those planted, the next task I have for the dupes is probably build a bed. Yeah, that seems reasonable. For poor caretaker, who's just gonna keep jumping on the sludge press. Okay, priorities. Can I get an 8 for food? Food's pretty important. And the other task I want them to do is I want to get to this machine. This machine is the one that actually let me send stuff from home to here, which I sort of like to access. So we're going to build a ladder here. Yep. I'm going to make that 2 tiles wide so I can get some decent airflow in. And then once we get there, we're just going to go sideways. Yeah. Through there, into here, and then into there, access into here, because that's all food. That's all set to harvest. And into there. I need to get into there. And we need to activate that one and the other one. But, you have a bed. Okay, bed's done. And I need to set you to caretaker. There we go. Alright. You need power. You need power. If I plug power in there, and then I set you to do miscellaneous... Nope. Manufacture. No. Industrial ingredient. Databanks. Yeah. We can put the databanks straight in there. We can actually ship them back home. Where do they pop out? I don't honestly know. Okay. You are probably overdue to be activated. You are definitely overdue to have power. Looks like that one power cable can go away. And... oh, it's this one, which doesn't need to be activated. So you're going to drop out the databanks there. Cool, that suits me. Alright, dupes who are probably bored. Can we remove that, please? Alright, do we have a... oh, we have a radiation lamp. Oh, boy! Okay! Let's hope no dupes step in front of that. Alright, so what's the best way to grab the red bolts from this? I think the best way is radiation. Can we get a rad bolt generator? We're gonna go with here. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna have you go away and you go away. We're gonna have 2 lines of rad bolt reflectors coming in. Well, 2 lines of rad bolt generators directly. How many tiles is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, and then I want to put you in the middle. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So here. Yeah. How much power do you need? 480 watts. That's what I thought. All right, heavy watt wire time. I think that's the easiest. And then we're just going to plug that into the heavy watt wire as well. Alright, can I disconnect that and disconnect that and run that through there and into there? Yep. And then deconstruct all of that plus power wires, all of that. Yeah, that should hopefully solve the rad bolt problem. That was not really a problem, but I'll take it. That should do lots of rad bolts. Also, don't stand in front of a radiation lamp. In fact, do I want to? No, we don't need to put lead. No dupe would be silly enough to stand in front of that, right? Right? I believe it too. Alright, we're going to put in that ladder there. We're going to leave the dupes to get this done. Radola is making progress on their bug buckets slowly and also on the digging slowly. Meanwhile, Boss Jones is still in space. Has a bunch of rotten mushrooms, but also has mushrooms that are going off in 2 cycles. So in 2 cycles, he needs to come home, which is good, because I think I found a way to make his life more miserable, but also more efficient. Because he has 100, 200, 320 data banks, but I want lots more. I want lots more. As for back at home base, well, we've done pretty much everything we can. I need to remove that. I need to remove that. I need to remove automation. Remove that. We've got this back up and... we've got to go back in here again and put in a atmo sensor. So it turns off when the pressure gets too low, because this place is sucking a vacuum. We have lots of things the dupes can deconstruct, which is keeping them happy. We have rad bolts. We have cooling for space. We have, well, the last of the bunker doors hopefully going in. They've swept up all the junk, most of the junk, some of the junk, which should hopefully finally cool down space. And I'm also out of time. I'm well and truly out of time. So I'm going to need to call this episode here. We're making good progress. We're making very good progress on, well, removing pathfinding options, definitely. Sucking out the weird gases. And also on, well, critters and other things. And also, hopefully, natural gas. Natural gas is being stored. CO2 is being stored. And we haven't even filled up the tanks. And that can go into there. So once we finally have too much CO2, it'll get vented. But yes, I need to call today's episode here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. I will see you in the next episode with more stupid things done by stupid dupes. But as always, I will see you in the next one. All right, bye.